right, now Coach Greg Lawson with the Lawrence Raiders.
Billy said I had 5 minutes. I appreciate being here. Like I said, we enjoy coming every week. Coach Nichols, I was at Georgia Tech, thought y'all did a great job. Pulling for you hard. I was excited there at first. We knocked heads with them, didn't we?
Yeah, we did for a little while.
Sure did. I told Billy, I said, and he said I had 5 minutes, but I told him, I said, we'll get the Legends table together this week and see if we can't go ahead and have touchdown every Friday, because we're 2-0 on Touchdown Friday. So hopefully that means good things for tonight. And we parked in the same spot, not that I'm superstitious. Coach King doesn't want us to wear the gold breeches back to Lawrence anymore when we come over, over to Clinton anymore when we come over there, but that was a superstitious thing. I know Coach Ayers likes his gold breeches too. He don't like to change them. But we enjoyed coming, and like I said, I'm very humble and very grateful for the way our kids played over at Clinton, because anytime you go to Clinton and you beat Clinton at Clinton, you know, it's just a testimony to your kids. You had a good night. And like I said, Clinton's a good football team. It was just one of those things that people said, well, what'd you do? We didn't do anything different. I remember Coach King said something about, well, did they change something up on me? No, I mean, we put Quinn Suber at quarterback, but we ran the same plays. And one of the things that people don't see, and I know Coach King saw it on film, the biggest thing that night was he thought one of the players here is Kevis Conway and Lavadrick Glenn and 25, what's his name? Good football players, make a lot of tackles. The thing that we worked on all week is making sure we got those people blocked. And one of the people that's not here is Quay Bunch, who you watch film, our wideouts were working hard getting downfield to make sure those people had somebody in front of them and they couldn't make tackles, because they got good football players, and we knew that Conway and we knew that Glenn could make the tackle. So we just did a good job of executing. And like I told somebody, you know, sometimes, you know, you work on things that work, and just glad they did. But it was, you know, we were just fortunate that night that everything kind of went our way. It doesn't go that way all the time. They still, you know, they're still a good football team. They still chew up on us at home, so we like playing at Clinton, but for some reason they like playing at Lawrence. So home field advantage ain't got nothing to do with it. But that night we did do some good things. Our offensive player of the week was Quinn Suber. Stepped in at quarterback that night. Did a good job of running the football. Like I said, he and Roger Talley both were in the backfield, and that was one of our main goals, was to have another runner back there besides Roger so they couldn't key on Roger. And he did a good job of what he was supposed to do that night. Our defensive player of the game that night was Tanner Adair, plays defensive end for us. He could actually be here every week. I could bring him every week. Sound player, smart kid, does what he's supposed to. Don't have to worry about it. He's doing his job because he does it. He does it with a lot of enthusiasm, and does a great job every time he steps on the field. Our special teams player of the week was Dalton Blue, just a 10th grader. But we had 2 10th graders step in this year. Coach Hawkins started working with them in January, snapping the football. And that's one of the things that I think we've gotten better at. Our long snaps and our PAT snaps have gotten better this year. And for 2 10th graders to go out there on Friday night, I felt like they deserved to come because they've done a great job so far. Last week we played Woodruff at home. Had a great crowd, great football game. If I told you we rushed for 400, Mike Hughes, the radio guy, said he talked to Coach King, and Coach King said, they lost? We rushed for 477 yards. Roger Talley rushed for 339 yards. and we lost. But it was one of them things that it was a back and forth game. We had two mistakes that we couldn't overcome. One in the kicking game, and one we gave them 14 points. But those are things that we worked on this week. We worked on every week, and we're gonna get better at it. Like I said, one of them that you hate to lose, and you wish you was on the other side of it, because it was a great game, and we did everything we possibly could do. Just came up on the short end of the stick right there at the end. We had a chance to win it at the end. But our obviously player of the game that night on offense was Roger Talley. Roger's a senior running back, rushed for 339 yards that night and 3 touchdowns, which was a good football team. Like I said, Coach King asked me, he said, what'd you do with Tate Mack, number 55? I said, well, we put Martez Abrams on him after he quit making plays. We just got a good football team, and I was real proud of the way our kids played that night. Our defensive player is not here. It's Tevin Barksdale. Tevin is a senior corner for us. Did a great job. His job all night long was to cover Blake Bone. Blake Bone is our outstanding junior wide receiver who's been recruited everywhere and is a good wide receiver. Tevin had 2 interceptions against him that night and should have had a third, and did a good job all night long, because his job was to find 8 and stay with him. I think Coach Hawkins told him one time, said, if he goes to the bathroom, you go with him. But he did a great job. Unfortunately, Tevin couldn't be with us today. He got stepped on next to the last play of the game. Just a little scratch, I was telling somebody, and got sick over the weekend. He came in, had a little infection. But anyway, he was admitted into the hospital yesterday. I went and saw him this morning. He's doing better. He had a touch of staph. Got a staph in his ankle screw up. But this morning I went by. Last night they began to give him antibiotics yesterday. Coach Atkinson did a good job of staying on top of that. Real proud of Coach Atkinson, what he did. He always stays on top of our athletes and makes sure they're healthy. And we did a good job. He did a good job this time of that could have been a real serious thing, and he got it to the doctor again, second time. And like I said, but this morning I went by there and spoke with him. We're gonna go by and see him after this. But he's doing much better. The doctor came in this morning and said that he should be able to come home tomorrow. Antibiotics are working well, and hopefully he'll be back and playing with us in the next week or so. But he was our defensive player of the week last week against Woodruff. Did a great job for us all night long, and he's going to be missed tonight. Our special teams player against Woodruff was Matthew Rhodes, another sophomore snapper. Came in. Actually, Dalton and him both snapped for PAT and punts. Dalton did most of the PAT, and last week Matthew came in and did all the punts and did a great job all night long. And I feel for him, because Coach Hawk is their coach, and if you know Coach Hawk, he stop right there, what are you snapping at? And it's 24/7, he's on them, so they do a good job as 10th graders to put up with Coach Hawk and then get out there and have the pressure to make that good snap on Friday night. So I want to make sure they got recognized. Tonight we got Easley there, 4-0. Good football team. They run the double wing, and they run it well. They're very disciplined in what they do. They keep coming at you. Defensively, we're going to have to be disciplined in what we do. We got a good game plan for them. But we're going to have to be just as disciplined as they are, because if we're not, all they need is a little crease. But they're going to keep pounding, and they're waiting for that little crack. We're waiting for one of our players not to do what they're supposed to do, not to be disciplined, and they'll find a little seam. So hopefully we'll be disciplined tonight. I think offensively we're going to be fine. The last 2 weeks we've kind of found our niche. I was a little worried at Spartanburg, but we got a good offensive scheme going now, and hopefully we'll be able to put some points on the board tonight and start the region out 1-0. Like I said, we'll be at Easley tonight at 7:30. Good luck, Clinton, tonight and pulling for you. Coach, good luck. And Lawrence Academy, good luck. We look forward to this every week. We thank y'all for having us.